Welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. That's not good. I was about to say I have one last project here ready to go. But it's neither of these three I'm standing in front of. It's this one, the Hyundai. That one's ready to go. I'm getting the nicer shaped ones done first so I can sell them. And then this one was given to me. I did not buy that. This one I just got the parts back from Dave's. If you didn't see that video, I'm gonna rebuild the stuff on that next. I'm waiting on some parts. Look, I even had the cover off because I was going to get started on it. Dave broke the bad news, though, that I'm missing a few things that were supposed to be done in the machining work, and I need to do that before I can even rebuild it. I have the stuff for the rebuild, though. That's a customer's. That, a huge headache. Yeah, the video's going to be out on that soon, whether it's running or not. I'm getting it out of here. I also have a Jeep project in my motorcycle I'm going to get running before the fall. Also, but I'm gonna get this running first. I'm gonna start working on the big truck next week, and at the same time I work on the big truck. As long as the transmission for my Dodge doesn't get here, then I'm gonna start working on that bike too. Here's this Accent. This is what I started my mobile mechanic business in, not this car. One that was a year newer than this, but same car nonetheless, same everything. Got a head here. I could have done a leak down test. I don't need to though. I could see that the valves were bent. They called me out one day to do a diagnosis. I said, sure, here's my fee. Here's what bothers me though. People always tell you what you need to diagnose, and they don't know what's going on half the time. Where's this problem? So they tell me you need to diagnose the camshaft position sensor. I already replaced it, and it's still, the code's still on. Okay, don't tell me what the issue is, because I need to think about this. Anyways, I went over there, and first thing I did was look at this, and the second thing I did was think, well, why would that camshaft position sensor code be on? Let's start there. And I took the two screws off the timing cover, and I saw this. And then I stuck an inspection camera down in there, and I saw a bent valve on the very last cylinder I was looking at. I believe it was this one. I was getting my hopes up before that, thinking maybe I could just slap a new belt on here, even though all motors are interference motors, basically. When the valves are all the way open and the piston's all the way up, sometimes you can get away with them not nicking each other. What is this? Oh, that belt's all crunched up on itself right there. So we probably got a complete belt breakage. That's the first time I've seen that. But the pistons looked okay. I couldn't even see nicks on them. And if it did just barely touch that valve, that's probably fine with me anyways. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and do a head replacement on this. The problem is, I was gonna say there's a head gasket, some stuff. I ordered a bunch of parts for it, and only some of them showed up a few weeks ago when I did that. I know I have the right head. There was two different options, so I was worried about that. Worried about breaking any plastic on that. We're gonna have to reuse the cover. But I'm hoping I can just get this head off of here, do this head gasket job. I'm at least gonna have it off this afternoon. It's getting pretty late. It would be a one-day job, I believe, if I had a full day for it. I don't right now. But I think it'll only take a few hours at most to get this thing taken out of here. So let's get started on that and see where this goes. Those ignition coils there got eaten up by mosquitoes the other day too. I took the battery out of this, so it's gonna need a battery also. I thought the Dodge would too, but I don't think the battery in that one died. So if not, I got a replacement for that. I'll just have to go swap sizes and get one for this. Or just get another one, keep that one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rip this apart real quick while I do that. I'm not worried about that rod being bent, again, if that valve is just barely bent, but I do wanna just double check everything when I'm going in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and double check, make sure that block is flat. I don't think it's worth machining, so if anything goes wrong, I really don't wanna have to motor swap this, but I guess it's not that much more work, way less work than tearing everything apart and getting it machined. I'll just get a junkyard motor if I have to at the end of it. All right, well, it was a good time to take a break because I got stuck on that intake manifold. I'm gonna have to probably jack it up and get underneath. Those little brackets, support brackets in the back, are keeping it from sliding off of the studs. But I was looking, and I think the thermostat stuff's in the way too. If that's the case, I'm gonna get started on that. But I believe that runs into the head right here. So I'm gonna probably have to disconnect everything here, and then again, honestly from right here I might be able to get to those pretty easy, but they're down there. If not, then I'm gonna push it onto this flat surface because I'm gonna have to jack it up. I'm gonna take a break though. Okay, I just got done getting most of the stuff off of this head. It should be ready to pull ish. I think I'm running into another problem though, and that would be, well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. This might fit. This is the one I used for that other Hyundai, but on this one it's got to go in at an angle. It can't go straight down because of the camshaft, so I need one of these. Oh, where did I just put that other one? Did I not bring it, or did I lose it? Okay, anyways, I need one with a little ball tip, which I don't have any. I have one, but it's not the right size. I need to buy a kit of those and probably cut one of those to use it, or just get some sockets with the ball tips. So here's why I said, well, like 15 times. It was just 3 times though. Is because I could probably take this camshaft off and remove the head today anyways, but I'm gonna need that tool to reinstall it. So I was like, I'm not gonna do it. And then I was like, well, the third time, because I'm not gonna reinstall the head today either way. So I can source that part and not have to worry about, there goes the helicopter, taking the camshaft off. On this side, I should be able to get to it straight up and down. Bad design. The ball tip ones, whatever the fancy name is for that, let me know. Should fit in here just fine though. Again, I'm gonna probably just yoink this camshaft out and pull the head out either way. But to put it back in, I'm gonna need the right tool. Okay, never mind. I have to take the camshafts off anyways, because the new one doesn't come with the phaser or the timing chain, connecting chain on those. Heck, nabbit, dude. That's a bummer. So I have to swap this over to the new head. I've seen that other head like 5 times. I should have known that, but extra work. I'm gonna take this one out either way right now, so I'll worry about that next time I'm getting this project started probably. Okay, jammed. So now it comes out. Okay, cool. I'm gonna set these aside, and I'll deal with this later. A little less. Double rack. That's enough. Round these off and I'm toast. Throw out or something. Nice. That was easy. I was hoping I wouldn't have to separate more on the front, but I'm still going to have to next time. Actually, tell me what's going on with this intake manifold. Cool. Let's get this on the drip tray. Alright boys, I was half expecting to see it, but we're not getting away with that. That's 0025. If it was 0015, I'd have been like, yeah, maybe if 002 wouldn't have fit in there. In the middle, I was like, maybe. let's go to Dave's again. I'm just kidding. I've got some machine shops in town that just do some resurfacing and whatnot, but I don't know if it's worth it now that that piston's also been nicked. So probably another motor swap candidate. Could probably get another motor for just as cheap as that, but now I have to return that head, so. Anyways, I'll let you know what happens.